No way. No way. I don't believe it. But man, am I excited. Adam Schefter says the Jets could potentially get a late first-round pick if they decide to trade Sam Darnold.
J-E-T-S, Jets!
Again, Sam Darnold, in my mind, I know people will say no way. They'll say he's not worth a first-round pick. I headed into the offseason thinking that they would get a second-round pick and maybe something else for him. I thought that would be his value if they decided to trade him. I think with all the movement going on, I think with what Matthew Stafford went for, I think that his value in the end, if they trade him, will be some sort of late one. That's my sense and belief.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot today. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. You guys just heard it from Adam Schefter. He originally thought the Jets would be getting a second-round pick, maybe a little bit more, for Sam Darnold, and I would be tickled pink with that offer. I think that second-round pick sort of makes sense for me, but they are saying that Sam Darnold could potentially go for a late first-round pick, and this isn't just some random, website, random Twitter handle or something like that. This is Adam Schefter, the most reliable source in NFL rumors, saying that the Jets could get a late first-round pick. That has me all sorts of excited because the Jets could potentially have 3 first-round picks this year if they decide to trade Sam Darnold. Okay, so late first-round pick. I like this. What's Sam's contract looking like first off? Let's do that first. If the Jets trade Sam Darnold, it would be a 1-year, $4.6 million contract, or if the team wants to exercise his 5th-year option, which I don't think you would do because it's guaranteed for injury, it would be a 2-year, $30 million deal. So $5 million year 1, $25 million 2022. So could do that. What teams are potentially looking for a quarterback that would be considered a late round pick? Now, for me, when I think a late first round pick, I'm thinking like playoffs on. So I'm looking at Washington, Chicago, Indianapolis. I don't think Pittsburgh's going to be in on it just because they brought in Haskins. I think they're probably going to try and roll with him. You got the friggin' Saints, who I would really like to trade with. You got Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay could potentially want an heir apparent for Brady. Maybe they bring in him, have Brady teach him for a year, let him kind of work out all the bugs, and then they're okay with the $25 million cap hit because it's basically what Brady was getting the last 2 years or this year or next year anyway. Or maybe Brady walks away after he wins the Super Bowl and then they want Sam Darnold. That is just exciting if you are a Jet fan. And late first round pick, dude, I would be all for it. Then, you have to start considering this. Like, if Sam is worth a late first-round pick, and a lot of teams, I'm not sure if it's a lot of teams, but there's teams been contacting the Jets about Sam. If there's that much interest in him, do you consider rolling with Sam Darnold and just sticking with him, trading down from 2 and just building the team? That's what a lot of Jet fans have been saying. Dude, I could get behind that sort of logic. I understand that. The part for me that I'm having a hard time getting over is the Jets are going to have to pay him some sort of money after this season anyway. Or they just cut bait with him and then they don't get anything except for maybe a comp pick if he walks away. So I feel like they want to draft a quarterback early, so then maybe you take the late first-round pick. Could you imagine getting Washington's number 19 pick or like any of these? The Saints at 28 are a team I'd like to look at. And not even so much for their first-round pick. I would be stoked to get their first-round pick. But they have Marshawn Lattimore, their fantastic cornerback. Going into the last year of his contract, they can save, I think it's $10 or $11 million off their salary cap if they trade him. And if they're looking for a quarterback, maybe trading Sam straight up for another guy on a 1-year deal, but we get a lockdown corner, solving that issue. If you're saying Sam could have been worth a second-round pick, like if that's roughly what we were kind of gauging it at, I would trade a second-round pick for a lockdown corner, absolutely. I would, possibly consider a late first-round pick if you say Sam is the late first-round pick. Or if you're still looking at trading for Deshaun Watson, maybe Sam Darnold becomes a part of that package, and then you're trading number 2, number 23, and Sam, and that's your 3 first-round picks. Now all of a sudden you have your second, you have both thirds, you have both first-round picks next year, and you're just saying, hey, you're just getting Deshaun Watson with your number 2 overall pick. That's basically what you're saying. With the number 2 overall pick, the New York Jets select Deshaun Watson. And that would be our only first-round pick for this year. 100% I'd be in on that. Or do you trade Sam and then swap the pick? I don't know. There's literally a zillion possibilities and directions that this could go, but I'm really excited for it. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Do you want to roll with Sam? Do you want to trade Sam? Do you want to trade Sam for a player? Do you want to use the pick that we get for Sam or Sam himself and trade him to the Texans for Deshaun Watson? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, go Jets.